North America, South America, Europe, Africa, Antarctica, Australia, and Asia. So every place that's Earth's surface has some sort of composition. They could either be minerals or rocks. Now, minerals make rocks. So when you combine minerals, they make rocks. There are 3 different types of rocks. There are igneous, sedimentary, and finally metamorphic. Okay. Now, what are the differences between igneous, sedimentary, and metamorphic? Well, let's start with igneous rocks. This is an igneous rock. This is actually granite, and it has crystals in it. So what do we observe? We observe crystals. This is an igneous rock. This is what's on the ocean floor. It has crystals in it as well. This is also an igneous rock. And this one has holes in it. Those holes are called vesicular pockets. That makes it an igneous rock. This one also, again, you could see the crystals. Igneous rock. This one's pretty neat looking. Almost looks like ice cream with Oreos in it. Again, those are crystals. Crystals. Anything with crystals. Here's one. This one has holes. It's very dark in color. That's called Scoria, same as the Scoria we just saw. Let's take a different. This one also has holes in it. Not as visible as the other ones. They're more flat. Maybe you could see on this side a little bit more. That's called pumice. Oh, this one's a neat one. This one's a little bit different. This actually has a glassy texture. And glassy, an observable glassy texture makes it considered igneous rock. Now, igneous rock forms as the result of a volcano. So, the big crystals, those are the ones that are forming inside the earth. The vesicular, the air pockets, those holes, the glassy, that's forming as a result of lava, and that's outside of the earth. This one cools quickly. This one cools slowly, hence the large crystals. Let's talk about the next type of rock. The next type of rock is sedimentary. And sedimentary rock is usually found by water. So whether it's a bay, a lake, usually it's found in some sort of watery environment. Sedimentary is kind of what it sounds like. There's pieces, sediments in the rock. So this one has sediments of little rocks inside of the larger rock. That's what makes it observable. So what you observe in sedimentary rocks is pieces of other rocks. That's one thing you may observe. Another thing you may observe in sedimentary rocks is fossils. Now, we always think about fossils as dinosaurs, but there are other living things besides dinosaurs. All of these shells, these are living or once living animals, little clams and mussels. Now, if you see a fossil, that means it's a sedimentary rock. This one, which kind of looks like granola, it has the pieces of shells. So fossils, like clam shells, fossils like wormholes, fossils like leaf impressions. All of that is sedimentary. There's also this cool sedimentary rock. I don't know if you could see it, but it has these layers. And these layers kind of look like almost like a sand dune. And that's what this is. This is actually sandstone. So it could have layers of sand. Those are your sedimentary rocks. Sedimentary rocks are usually found in coastal regions by water, and I'm going to put the word coastal. The final type of rock is metamorphic. Metamorphic are found in mountains. So in North America, there are two mountain regions. The Rocky Mountains, which are in Colorado. And then there's also the Adirondack Mountains, which are found from New York all the way down to Tennessee. And we call that the Appalachian mountain range. There's also some rocks in California called the Sierra Nevada. In Oregon, the Cascades. Now, any type of mountains means that there was some sort of colliding of plates, colliding of Earth's surface, right? Because that's how we got all these land masses, is there was collisions of plates. And sometimes they look like they do right now, the 7 continents, and other times 200 million years ago, it was all one big landmass. But the point is that these landforms happened and made the landscape we have today. So these mountains were made a long time ago when the land moved. Now, when it moved, it changed the rock. And that's why it's called metamorphic rock. It was once a sedimentary rock. It was once an igneous rock, but now it has changed. Just like caterpillars go through a metamorphosis, rocks, the metamorphic rocks went through a metamorphosis. They went from a parent rock, such as igneous or sedimentary, and they transformed into this new metamorphic rock. Now, I'll show you some examples. This is igneous rock. This was back when we were just talking about that. That's called granite. And that transformed to this. This is called gneiss. And if you look at it, you could still kind of see the crystals in it. But an observable characteristic, you would say, is that this has banding. Meaning like black band, white band, black band, white band, black band, white band. Let's see what else we have. Let's see. This is a metamorphic rock. That used to be that. So it went from a sedimentary sandstone to a metamorphic quartzite. And you could see the difference. It's almost like those have a line. There's some alignment. And this is all happening because there was a change in the rock. There was extreme heat from the earth. There was extreme pressure from the earth. And that heat and that pressure caused the rock to change into these metamorphic rocks. Another example is schist. Again, you could kind of see that mineral alignment in that one. That used to be shale. Do I have some shale? No, it doesn't look like I have that. Also, marble. Used to be limestone. Hold on, let me see. I think I have a sample of limestone. Do I? This isn't really a great sample of it. So, oh, wait, here it is. Okay, here's a great sample. The limestone changing to the marble. So you could see that this was the parent rock, sedimentary, and the metamorphic rock through the heat and the pressure has changed it to marble. So those are your three types of rocks: igneous, sedimentary, and metamorphic.